Dear students, welcome to the today's chemistry class. We are discussing states of matter. In the last class we discussed Charles law and its statement, mathematical form and graphical representation of Charles law. So in this class, let us discuss another important gas law called as Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac. Gay-Lussac law. This Gay-Lussac's law gives the relationship between pressure and temperature at constant volume. So Gay-Lussac's law is pressure, volume, pressure, temperature. Relationship. Gay-Lussac's law gives pressure temperature relationship. Variation of pressure with respect to temperature at constant volume is given by Gay-Lussac's law. In the first chapter, some basic concepts in chemistry, we discussed that Gay-Lussac's law. So it is gases are combined or produced in a chemical reaction. They do so in a simple ratio by volumes provided at the gases are at constant temperature and pressure. So it is gases are combined or produced in a chemical reaction. They do so in a simple ratio by volumes, provided all the gases are at constant temperature and pressures. But now, the same Gay-Lussac's law can also be stated in states of matter as at constant volume, the pressure of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So it is Gay-Lussac's law states that at constant volume the pressure of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So here statement of Gay-Lussac's law. It states that at constant volume, the pressure of a fixed mass of gas, the pressure of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. So that is Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law states that at constant volume, the pressure of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Mathematically, Gay-Lussac's law can be expressed as P directly proportional to T at constant V volume. So at constant volume, pressure of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant volume. So R P is equals to K3 into T. K3 into T, or P divided by T is equals to constant. K3 here is proportionality constant. K3 here is proportionality constant. So where K3 is proportionality, the constant, proportionality constant. So at constant volumes, if P1 is the pressure of the gas and T1 is the initial temperature of the gas and P2 is the final pressure of the gas at temperature T2, then we can also write it as P1 by T1 is equals to P2 divided by T2. So this is also a mathematical form of Gay-Lussac's law. So it states that Gay-Lussac's law states that at constant volume, the pressure of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. So mathematically, P directly proportional to T at constant V, or P by T is equals to constant, where K3 is proportionality constant. So this is the Gay-Lussac law. And graphically Gay-Lussac's law can be represented as graphical representation of Gay-Lussac's law. Graphical representation of Gay-Lussac's law. So here a graph is plotted by taking temperature along x-axis and pressure along y-axis at different constant volumes. So then you will get a straight lines passing through the origin. So V3, V2, V1. So at different constant volumes, the pressure of the fixed mass of gas is plotted against temperature to obtain straight lines passing through the origin. These lines are called as isochores. Isochore is nothing but each line corresponds to the pressure of the gas versus temperature plotted at different constant volumes are called as isochore. Here isochore is nothing but constant volumes. The straight lines obtained when we drawn a graph of pressure of fixed mass of gas versus temperature are called as isochores. Here V3 greater than V2 greater than V1. So this is the graphical representation of Gay-Lussac law. And here practical application of Gay-Lussac's law is in plotted tires of automobiles. In plotted tires of automobiles, pressure is constant. In automobiles andre vehicles, ಏನು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ and pressure is also constant in the inflated tires. But during the summer season, as temperature increases, pressure of the gas also increases. If that increase in pressure during summer season is not adjusted, then the tires may burst. Then the tires may be burst. And in the same way, during winter season, in the colder season, so the pressure decreases due to decrease in temperatures. So it appears that volume of the gas decreases in the tires, but actually volume is constant. So this is the practical application of Gay-Lussac's law. And second one is next Avogadro law. Avogadro's law. So Avogadro's law gives the relationship between a volume of fixed amount of gas with the number of moles. Volume, number of moles. Relationship. Volume and number of moles relationship is called as Avogadro's law. In Avogadro's law, pressure and temperature are kept constant. Now once again, we can state this Avogadro law as equal volumes of gases contains equal number of molecules provided at the constant temperature and pressure. So that means at constant temperature and pressure, equal volumes of gases contains equal number of molecules. So it is statement 1. So we have two statements here. Statement 1, equal volumes of gases, contains equal number of molecules, provided all the gases are at the same temperature and pressure. So that is Avogadro's law states that equal volumes of gases contains equal number of molecules provided all the gases are at the same temperature and pressure. This Avogadro law can also be stated as statement 2. So Avogadro law can also be stated as at constant temperature and pressure, the volume of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to the number of moles. So it is Avogadro law can also be stated as at constant temperature and pressure, the volume of fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to the number of moles. So it is at constant temperature and pressure. At constant temperature and pressure, the volume of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to the number of moles. So it is Avogadro's law. Can also be stated as at constant temperature and pressure, the volume of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to number of moles. So mathematically this statement can be expressed as mathematically Avogadro's law can be expressed as V directly proportional to N at constant T and P. At constant temperature and pressure, volume of gas directly proportional to number of moles are V is equals to K4 into N or V divided by N is equals to constant. So here where K4 is proportionality constant. So mathematically Avogadro's law can be expressed as V directly proportional to N at constant T and P. V by N is equals to constant. The ratio of volume of gas and number of moles is constant. So this is Avogadro's law. So and once again, so we have V is equals to K4 into N, and N here is N, number of moles of gas. N is nothing but number of moles of gas. So number of moles can be calculated by mass of the gas divided by molecular mass of the gas. So number of moles is nothing but mass of the gas divided by molecular mass of the gas. So that N can be written as N is equals to mass of the gas divided by molecular mass of gas. So that is equals to mass of the gas can be written as small m and divided by molecular mass of the gas can be written as capital M. So substitute N number of moles as mass divided by molecular mass in V is equals to K4 into N. So then V is equals to K4 into N means mass divided by molecular mass. Rearrange the terms V and M, capital M, so that capital M is equals to K4 into M by V, and M is equals to K4 into mass by volume is called as density. Mass per unit volume is called as density. So in the place of K4 we can introduce proportionality sign, so that M directly proportional to D. So here it shows that molecular mass of the gas is directly proportional to density of the gas. As density of the gas increases, molecular mass of the gas also increases. So that is the meaning. And at STP, at standard temperature and pressure, at STP. So STP, at STP, T is nothing but 273.15 Kelvin. Standard temperature is nothing but 273.15 Kelvin, and standard pressure at STP is nothing but 1 bar. 1 bar pressure, 1 bar pressure. And so at these conditions, at STP, the volume occupied by 1 mole of gas. So at STP, the volume occupied by 1 mole of gas is called molar volume. So the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas at STP is called as molar volume. So at this STP condition, standard temperature and pressure, the molar volume V is equals to 22.71098 liters. 22.71098 liters is called as molar volume of the gas at standard temperature and pressure. So STP, standard temperature, is nothing but 273.15 Kelvin, and pressure, standard pressure is nothing but 1 bar. So at this temperature and pressure, the molar volume, standard volume is called as 22.71098 liters. Or in terms of SI rate, so that is a cubic meter, standard volume is equals to 22.71098 into 10 power minus 3 cubic meter in terms of SI unit. In terms of SI unit, molar volume is 22.71098 into 10 power minus 3 cubic meter. So in this molar volume, the number of molecules is called as Avogadro number. 6.022 into 10 power 23 number of molecules are present in this volume. So it is, so this molecules 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules are present. So in molar volume 6.022 into 10 power 23 number of particles are present. Particles are nothing but molecules or ions or atoms. This is called as, this number is called as Avogadro number. Avogadro's number, denoted by capital N subscript capital A. So at standard temperature and pressure, the molar volume is 22.71098 liters. In this molar volume, 6.022 into 10 power 23 number of particles are present. Those particles may be molecules or atoms or ions. So this 6.022 into 10 power 23 is called as Avogadro number.